got a new seal in it. Yep, that's the right part. Okay, so I clean all this up. Gasket's still kind of on there. All right. So, we're going to make sure this is tight. I put a motor together once when this was out.
How'd that work?
Yeah, small oil leak.
I can see that.
I also put one together that was loose. It's not loose. Yeah, hex one that was loose, early like. Yeah, that was another problem. Yeah, they leak like that. Hard to fix that once it's assembled too. Okay, so see how the seal's put in?
Yeah.
What's it doing?
Sealing something.
What's it sealing?
That guy.
What guy? Keeping it from doing what?
Keeping the oil from getting somewhere.
Where's it keeping it from going?
Probably back that way. Or maybe in that way.
Which way is it keeping the oil from going?
I don't know. Where's the oil come in at? Up here? Somewhere?
These are tall gears, these are short gears.
Okay. So it's keeping the oil from going from the short gears to the tall gears?
No.
Other way around?
Look at how the seal's in there. Lip's on the other side.
Okay.
So this side's the side being sealed, not this side.
Okay.
This is the pressure side, this is the return side. So the oil goes from the return right into the return to the, it comes from feed to the return and back to the tank. Fails to go through the motor. It's kind of like they do on the crank, they put the seal on backwards. Harley's good. Harley knows what they're doing, I'm telling you, they're on the ball. So the seal hits against the lip, seals the shaft, the oil won't go through. This direction here is on a taper, it goes right on through. So you put the high pressure as the side you put the taper on, so the high pressure can blow straight through. Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Or you can take the seal and do it the other way around, so it seals the damn motor so it stays on the side it's supposed to be on. The problem is the seals are hard to put in when you're doing backwards like this. They don't like going in. Usually a 7/16 socket works the best. Motor's in my way.
Always something.
It's my fingers too. So you don't like going in. They usually don't. But that's how you're supposed to do them. Over here. So I'd rather put the seal in correctly than backward, but you know, they have a really good theory about this. How it works. Sometimes they might even be correct. I think they may do it backwards because the seal goes in easier.
Yeah.
So you gotta get the seal below the surface, which is hard to do. Here it is at the bottom. And it rotates. Just pull in.
Perfect.
So now, when the oil hits the seal, it engages it and keeps it from going further. But you have to push on the seal on the angle just on the one side to get it to go in all the way. 7/16 deep socket seems to be the right size. Best tool I found for doing that job. Alright, good deal. This one appears to have the clip in it already, but the clip is pretty close to my groove, which I don't like. So I'm just going to go ahead and rotate that around a little bit on the bottom where it belongs. And that goes on that gear there. Yeah, it's not like it's supposed to. Turns out real easy.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Missing something.
Ah, is that what the problem is? Missing something. Now this being a late pump should take a late breather. I mean like the blow-off valve. The late valve is a big tall one. It also takes a heavy spring. It's in there. So you have to figure out if it's the right height for what you're trying to do. Harley changed that in '83, I think. Like that year and a half where they kind of had late pump early parts in it to confuse you.
Yeah.
And then the aftermarket kind of did the same thing.
They did that a lot, didn't they?
And then they finally determined, we should probably use the late parts and make the pumps all that way. So they started making them all the same after that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was a little problem they had. Now you seemed like you didn't like the idea of having your primary feed going to your motor for some reason. Is there a reason why your belt drive doesn't want oil in it?
Yeah.
Because it's an open belt drive?
Belt drive?
Open belt drive?
Yeah.
Another reason we put the seal in backwards. So you kind of like the one like this that's already plugged up?
Well, whatever's easier.
Well, this one doesn't have the leakage across the top like this one does.
Yeah. Just.
Remember I told you you can mix them?
Yeah.
This is a late gasket. You know why it's a late gasket? It's not feeding the pumpkin pump.
Ah.
See the difference on how the gasket material, the gasket's made?
Yeah.
This one doesn't matter. This one here, it does matter because this cavity doesn't go all the way up. So it has to feed through there. So the early gasket has a third hole in it, the late gasket doesn't.
Huh.
That's the only difference. So you can use a gasket on either one if you're not using the feed.
Oh, okay.
Fancy, huh? Let me get oil on that. You need to clean it off. Okay, well if you want to do that, we're going to have to clean this up because that thing's dirty. Okay, so that's if you don't want to use this one. This one looks better, this one's polished. That's okay. You don't have to. Okay, the next problem is we need to figure out what do we have for parts. So now we have 2 springs, a ball, a plunger, a tappet screen, and we have multiple plugs. We have nasty Allens,
Mm-hmm.
we have ugly Allens,
Yeah.
we have nice hexes, or we have 3 stock tile ones I found. 2 of them are actually Harley and one is butchered.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the shiny one goes on the outside up here. And then we put this on the next pump and this on the inner side of the pump.
All right.
Because unless we have another, did we find another one in there somewhere? We can see if we got a better one involved here.
Yeah, I don't see one. No, no.
Another one there anywhere?
I didn't see one.
Put over in this box.
Nope.
Nasty oil down there. Pull goes all the way down and doesn't do anything. So we're stuck with those ones?
Looks like it.
Okay. Well, we'll have to deal with those then. Alright, so you want your pump to look like this, huh? Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be functional or not. That's what this is for, is plugging it, but it might not be plugged.
I guess we'll find out. Start shooting oil out of it.
Well, even if I plug this one up here, it's bent over here, it still might leak out of there. So if it's leaking, you're going to have to deal with it.
Alright.
Depending on where it's leaking from and how much. Now if you take this out, take out that stupid nut, and tighten the bolt in further, you'll see what it is. It looks like there's a washer in there.
Yeah.
So if you take the washer out, it'll automatically go in deeper. This should have a tapered thing on it for plugging the hole up. But you know what the good part of this is?
Tell me.
I think we're plugging that hole up anyway, aren't we? I think the gasket's going to plug it up anyway.
Alright.
Well, that's for this one. That's right. This one feeds a different cavity. Yeah. Yeah, this one's being plugged here twice because that's not going to be open. But this one's still got access to oil gallery. It looks like it goes into the return line, I'm guessing. So this one will still be active. This is for your rear chain oiler. I know you want a rear chain oiler.
No, but I'll deal with it.
You'll deal with it?
I'll figure something out.
You'll figure it out. Whether it works or not, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You got any oil pump keys and all that junk over there?
No.
I brought a snap ring for the oil pump. No going around.
I did not see one of those either.
You're supposed to put the motor together, all these parts missing.
Go to a parts store.
Oh. Is this a race motor? We use a genuine S&S one?
Ooh.
Yeah. Expensive.
Well, that crappy H-cam.
Yeah, you know, we haven't quite got rid of that. That's not in there just yet, but it's going to be. Unless we decide to put something good in there. Yet to be determined.
I told you, you can put whatever you want in there.
Put that C grind in there? We have to change the gears. Well, we have breathers now.
Yeah.
I think that's glued on the other side. We're going to do it like this. They make these so hard to get out. Oh, one decided to come out. Like a bunch of damn rats. Who's going to be the first one to go for the bait? Okay, now we need some keys. Do you want the correct keys or the incorrect keys?
Correct probably work.
You want the correct keys.
Well,
Crank pin. That's a lot of keys.
those are the keys.
A lot of money. Look at all those keys they got. There's all kinds of keys in here. Fucking 5 keys in one motor.
Jeez.
That's what I said.
What are you thinking?
That's a lot of stinking keys. Okay, we know what we need now before we put it all together.
What?
Hardware.
Can you go over there?
What?
Hardware?
You mean the cam cover hardware?
The cam cover hardware?
Oh, these
I
chrome
thought
balls?
that was oil pump hardware.
We don't have an oil pump hardware yet, do we?
I thought you did.
Do we have some? Where's it at?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, there it is.
There's some of these bolts we didn't use. Didn't we have like 2 of these?
Yeah, there's another one. Right there.
I don't know if these are working. What year is this motor? Yeah, it's a late motor. Those look like they'll work. This is 1/4 20 thread. And we got 2 washers. And the screws don't fit. Yeah, now they do.
Doesn't quite look like it'll work.
You don't like those? Same thickness.
Hmm.
You know the gear on there. Maybe it's this. Nope, same thickness.
Hmm.
What are these for?
What do we do?
They're for a recessed Allen motor. This is not a recessed Allen motor. I'm guessing 92 up.
Hmm. Figures.
Okay, what do you got for this motor? Appears we have nothing for this motor. Oh yeah, there's a problem here. What the problem is?
Wrong hardware?
Need some hardware.
Yeah.
Alright. These could work. These don't. I'm thinking these need to be together because they're all the same. Same application, whatever that application is.
Yeah.
I'm guessing 92 and later pump. Which we don't have here. Okay, we can go upstairs and find, what do we need?
Well pump hardware
And
and cam bushing.
there we go, and a cam bushing. Alright, we'll be back.